Hello Pisces and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your yearly reading for 2021. George the rooster, my rooster in the background, is saying it's going to be a good year for you Pisces. He's heralding in some good omens. So this, thank you George. This is a general reading, so just take what feels right Pisces and leave the rest. There also will be an extended reading where we'll look at energies of love, money and career in the extended reading, and we'll get some spirit messages for you as well. So I'd love it if you could come over to that. The link is in the description box below. Just click on that and click on your sign. So we're going to look at the year to come. We're going to look at some overall energies. We're going to look at, I've got these cards upside down. I've got to turn them around. We're going to look at challenges, what's transforming in your life, and we're going to look at the year divided up into four quadrants or 4 quarters, and also look at deeper down energies and what's transforming on that level as well. So let's see, we have the undressing of a salad, Ecstasis, and the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Beautiful. And message from the universe, Tabira of the waters. Beautiful. Okay. So some lovely energies coming through for you, Pisces, here. I'm just going to pull, I'm using Brian Froud's fairy cards, and I'm going to use a little bit of Rider Waite as well. So I'll just get some Rider Waite energy into this for you, Pisces. So I'm going to look at the 4 quarters of the year. We have the King of Swords. I just need to move these across a little bit. We have the High Priestess. We have the 3 of Wands, and we have the 2 of Swords. Okay, excellent. And just at the base, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Just got change of fortune coming in, positive omen coming through for you, Pisces. So as an overall energy, we have Nellis the Alchemist, number 27. And it's very much saying, this is the year to follow your intuition. You're going to be so guided by intuitive forces that it's like a lot of you will actually be expanding your psychic abilities this year as well. So it's almost like you're just kind of being drawn to where it is that you need to go. So yeah, it's very much following a soul path, a soul purpose, and following those messages from above, messages that calling into a soul purpose. So yeah, beautiful energy, but you will be guided. You will know there's just this knowing that's coming through for you. So you'll know what direction you'll be kind of drawn along that direction. So challenges, you've got Gloominous Loom, number 56. And this is kind of just all those people that don't believe that's actually going to happen. This is the challenge, is the naysayer in you. The thing that said, oh, that never happens to me, or as if that's going to be as good as this. Not actually believing that good things of this caliber could happen to you, or it's just that negative. Your challenge is to overcome that negative voice that's saying, oh, this isn't going to work, or yeah, it's just very, very negative, judging everything very negatively. So again, like that, this voice does come up when your intuition is guiding you, because this is more of a rational voice, that little voice that comes up and goes, what do you think you're doing? Why are you doing this? As if this is going to work. So that's the kind of voice you've got to overcome this year, Pisces. There could also be, you know, like just on a global level, number 56, there could be, you know, a year of a lot of bad news as well. Like it might just be feeling overwhelmed. I mean, that it's always there, but this is kind of feeling overwhelmed by it for some of you. It's overcoming that and feeling like it's always bad news. So yeah, but that's just a challenge for you to overcome. And we have as an outcome the Singer of Healing. How beautiful is that? Number 10. Absolutely beautiful card coming in as an outcome. And this is where hope is restored. This is where your belief in things greater than you, belief in the system, in systems as well. I just got told belief in the system. And belief it's shining a light in areas where you've doubted yourself. So I do feel like that area is still quite strong, that sense of doubt, that luminous loom, like you're not good enough or this isn't going to work out, it's all going to fall apart, whatever it is, whatever that negative mindset is. I feel like everything else is really, the challenge is for you to believe in yourself here. And a lot of things are healing in your life. A lot of things are healing. So it's learning to trust other people or things outside of you. But yeah, I still feel like that challenge remains to trust yourself as well. But because there's the healing there, there's always the opportunity for that to heal when the singer of healing comes in. So let's look at the first quarter of the year, January to March. We have the King of Swords and we have a collective of pixies coming in. Look, I do feel like there's a lot of joy and celebration coming in for this quarter for you, Pisces. There's a sense that you're kind of making some decisions not to follow the crowd, setting up some new habits, let's say, whereas previously you might have just gone along with some things or just thought, well, everyone's doing that, or that's just what we do. That's just what expected of society. Whatever this is you going, well, no, I don't think that works for me anymore. I want to bring in a positive new habit. I want to bring in a positive change here. So it's actually looking at maybe what some of your people around you are doing and going, I don't want to do that anymore. Or like I said, it could be anything. It could be, suddenly I want to reduce my carbon emissions. I want to actually stop eating meat. It can be that kind of thing. Or it could be, I don't want to drink alcohol anymore or take as many drugs. I don't want to go out partying, or I don't want to be worrying about this and that and blah, blah, blah. I'm actually following my own path, following what it is that feels right for me. And so that's a really important theme that's coming through here. You are the master and making the decisions in your life, not following the crowd. So that seems to be a very important theme. George agrees. For the first quarter of the year, from January to March, so bringing in, and I think that's going to bring in some really positive changes here. Now, the second quarter, April to June, here comes Lady Luck, here comes the intuition that is coming in and guiding you. So it's actually interesting because it's like at first in the first quarter, you need to step in and make that decision to actually do what it is, honour yourself, honour what's right for you. And then your intuition starts kicking in from April to June. And some weird synchronicities, once you start kind of aligning with yourself, there's this big alignment with who you are is coming in. So as soon as you start doing that, these weird little synchronicities start happening, but in a way that's kind of telling you you're on the right path. So pay attention to those little things, those weird little messages that are coming through for you, because they're coming in loud and strong. No one else will see them. You'll be the only one getting it. And that's also, it's kind of a testing your trust in the process. But yeah, it's very much, again, this is how, so it could be coming in like in terms of a song coming on the radio, seeing a word on a page, suddenly someone says something to you, a graphic that you might see, a news story, a blog, something, an image someone puts on social media. It could be anything that comes up and suddenly it's like, oh. And it's like the universe is kind of reflecting back to you ways in which you can expand. So just say you were thinking, oh, I'm thinking about writing a book, just for example. But, I don't think I'm much of a writer and blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's not really something I should do, but I like the idea of it. And then next day you get this ad in your social media that says, have you always wanted to write a book? Or something comes up about your favorite author. And it's the universe saying, this is something you should follow. So follow the leads. And this is it's encouraging you to expand and to follow that path. So it's kind of going to be very interesting That it's actually really, it's like being a little detective and following the signs and the paths and the signals. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, Pisces. I like it. So quarter 3, July to September, we have Gotcha and the 3 of Wands. So I do feel like, you know, this is kind of, you know, you will actually start seeing the results that you're looking for, but there's going to be this massive voice of doubt coming up. This is where the doubts start coming up. Is this actually true? Is this something I should believe in? I'm seeing the results, but is that really because I've kind of followed a path or trusted myself and manifested this? So, and that's what this voice is. It's the voice saying, oh, I almost can't watch. I almost can't see this. Is this really what's happening? And it's saying, oh, it's just that voice loud and clear that's coming in and testing you because it's seeing you moving forward and regaining in authority and power. And so it's trying to come out stronger to try and pull you back into the arena where it controls you, this negative voice. Who do you think you are? You don't deserve this. You didn't create this. None of that is real. Those sort of doubts, fears and doubts, this is the big voice of fear and doubt that comes up because you're actually kind of got this feeling of free falling, like, oh, this is actually happening and this is actually working. So yeah, it's that's your challenge for that quarter. But there's positive results and growth coming. So it's one of those things. So the last quarter, October to December, we have the Laum and the 2 of Swords. So it's kind of like, now what? Now what? You have elevated yourself into a position. You've found a trust that you didn't think that you could find, whether it's trusting a person, trusting a situation, trusting the universe, even trusting yourself. And now it's like, now what? And there is a decision to be made here about how to step into the future because you know that that's going to require you stepping out of your comfort zone to move forward, to platform into the next lot of the next stage. And so there might be indecision here. There's a big decision looming over you as to whether you stay in a status quo or whether you step out of that and keep growing and expanding. And it's hard to make that decision because you might not want to see it. You might not want to acknowledge it. It might be because you know it's going to bring conflict up again. But I do feel like this is something you're going to be able to rise above all these feelings of uncertainty and doubt and indecision. So yeah, you've got yourself in a much better position here that you can actually platform off and kind of spring off. But yeah, again, I'm still getting that you're still working on your self-confidence here. And so this next thing that's coming up is a test of that. But that's happening in 2022. And it's almost like because your intuition has grown so strong, that trust in the process of what's been going on and following what's being reflected back at you, following those little intuitive messages has worked. It's like, where to next? And so, yeah, it does challenge. It's calling you for you to grow. There's more growth happening. There's an opportunity for more growth. And so, yeah, it's actually really positive. But when you're right on that edge there and you're pondering where your next steps are and how you're going to grow, sometimes that can feel uncomfortable. So energies that are healing deep down. Undressing of a salad. I absolutely love the name of this card. So this is deep energies. It can be past energies. It can be soul energy. It can be subconscious energy that's coming out here. So the undressing of the salad is actually, again, it's around self-belief. It's about manifesting more than one thing. It's about being able to take responsibility and juggle and find the right balance in your life between responsibility and feeling overwhelmed and overburdened by something. So it's just kind of managing those feelings of hope versus those feelings of fear and doubt. And it's finding that right balance here coming in. And that's something that's being restored. And it's just bringing balance in how your work-life balance, managing your work more so. I'm getting here, managing having a lot on your plate, because a lot might be coming up for you this year. And maybe previously you felt like you wanted to drop your load and get overworked. This is very much working out how to work smarter and not necessarily harder. So multitasking as well, being able to have lots of things happening in your life at once. We have Ecstasis, number 2, and this is actually opening yourself up to allowing yourself to feel the joy, to letting yourself, trusting the process enough to open up to that sense of ecstasy when you can actually connect in with that pure energy and allowing it to flow through you, allowing yourself to deserve it as well. So opening yourself up to more soul energy, that connection, that psychic connection, but also to opening yourself up to love, that's also healing. But I feel like it's trust and self-love as well. So yeah, a lot of that, areas where you're not confident in life are going to be highlighted and you have the opportunity to trust and grow. Okay, and another area that is being transformed is the fairy who was kissed by the pixies, and it's beautiful. These two cards are just pure love and ecstasy coming in. Pure love coming in for you. And so it's really about, this is more of a high spiritual connection, the pure high frequency of love and your kind of connection to spirit and intuition. And this is more allowing that to happen on, a physical level, a material level in your human world, opening up to people around you, trusting people again, feeling the love, allowing to connect to people on just being open to people. So yeah, it's opening to love. It's actually really beautiful that this energy is coming through for you. And that's why it's interesting because, we've got all this lovely, flowy, watery energy coming through for you, Pisces. The overall message from the universe is Tobiah of the waters, and you can see this lovely flow, this healing coming back, feeling again, allowing yourself to feel again in areas where you've shut yourself off because you've had fear and doubt. You've been scared of moving because of a lack of trust. They're the big issues that are coming up. And you can see that there are other people it's releasing some old sadness as well around that. And actually there's people that are going to want to come on this journey with you. And I feel like, there might be reluctance to open up to some of them. Some of them will just kind of dive straight in and go on this journey with you, whether you kind of invite them or not. Maybe that's the kind of relationship that you have with them. Other people, you're kind of deciding whether you're going to let them in or not. And it's really, again, on a higher level, just learning to trust the flow of the universe and that there is love and that we're all made of love and there is this sense of oneness and that you can heal that beautiful heart of yours in those areas where you haven't been open to people because you've been hurt. And there's kind of a higher understanding coming in, a higher understanding of who we are as spirit beings and humans that will help you release. So there's an energy of forgiveness, energy of compassion, energy of healing coming through here. So yeah, and completely beautiful energy coming through for you, Pisces. So that's 2021, and that's where I'm going to leave this reading for you. We're going to go over to the extended reading now. The link is in the description box below. I'd love it if you could come over because we're going to look at energies. We're going to look at these 4 quarters and we're going to pull out cards for money, love and career. So, and I'm going to get some spirit messages for you. So I'd love it if you could come over to that, Pisces. We've already got a card that's come out, the Knight of Wands. Beautiful. So I'm going to go over there now. The link is in the description box below. Just click on the link and go to your sign. And if this is where we're leaving each other, It actually is a very beautiful, watery, Piscean kind of year this year that's coming up for you. I feel like you're going to surprise yourself with some of the things that you can do that you didn't think you could do. And so you're kind of being, the universe is overall wanting you to step into a more of a energy of trust, trusting yourself, trusting the universe, and trusting what it is that you can achieve. And it's about healing a lot of those deep hurts that have come up that have stopped you in certain areas of your life be confident or open. So, yeah, it's actually really beautiful. And you've got Lady Luck and you've got all this beautiful healing energy coming through. So, yeah, look, we've got the Page of Cups coming. So, yeah, if this is where we're leaving each other, thank you so much for listening. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you enjoyed this, and share. And I'll see you next time. Take care, Pisces. Bye.